Hello, this is Dr. Mary Askew, and we're going to be looking at the term Omni-Channel. It is a strategy that you use to engage, to research, and to network. There are three levels or strategies that you can use to gather any kind of information. Even though today we're looking at career and social media information, the three types of channels that you can use are the cross-channel, the multi-channel, and the omni-channel. You're already used to doing the cross-channel. That's when you go onto the internet and you search a topic. And then after you get the information that you're looking for, you make a decision. At the top of the page, you see the ONET, and the ONET is an excellent tool that you can use to explore any career. And the links on these pictures are live, so you can go and look at it, and you will be able to find out information about the ONET. And we will give the resource for getting to the PowerPoint on the website so that you can click on the graphics and see the information for yourself. The next thing that a lot of people do is they use what's called a multi-channel. They have their favorite channel, which could be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and there's many, many more. Using that channel, you communicate with others in the best way possible for you. And you engage with your friends and even make new friends by the way you communicate on these channels. Now, the third thing that we're looking at today is called the Omni-Channel. The Omni-Channel is saying that at any moment you can switch from using one channel to another channel, and there is no real preference for which channel that you use. It's just that in your search or in your research or in your exploration, you've just found that maybe Pinterest is good for one type of search. The YouTube is good for another type of search. LinkedIn might be, again, another tool that you can use. And again, the graphic is live, and you can click on the graphic in the PowerPoint that we will give you the link to that will allow you to get to any of our channels. So we have a website that we've designed which has an Omni-Channel on it. That's so that you can communicate on any channel that you would like to find out career or social media information. And what we've tried to do on all of these channels is to make sure that your experience is consistent. Why do we talk about generations? We talk about generations because there's many generations that are alive today. And we need to know the differences. How are they different, and how are they the same from us? So, on the PowerPoint, we have given you a fact sheet, especially with information about millennials and Generation Z, because let's say you're an advisor or a parent, this will give you understanding about these generations. The next thing we talk about is about media technology. Some people who, especially the younger generation, are very knowledgeable about Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, but sometimes they're using it to do social networking and are not using it for career exploration or for even job search. So these same tools that you're using every day to talk with your friends can be used to help you find a job. And this is why we've created an Omni-Channel. Social media is a place, you already know this, where you collaborate. It also can be a tool that you can use to do critical thinking, innovation, and just be creative. For example, if you're an artist, you could have a portfolio on LinkedIn which would show all of your artwork. If you're a photographer, if you're involved in animation, a portfolio is very important to engage potential customers, to engage potential employers who might be interested in your work. We also know that using social media, there's immediate feedback. You see the information and it's right away. It gives you the ability to connect with students and with friends and with possible employers. It's a 24/7 tool, and it also can be used for learning. The first tool that we're going to talk about is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like a grown-up Facebook. It's where a lot of employers, companies, students, and new grads look for information where they can connect. Where I work at the community college, I highly recommend to students to use LinkedIn before they graduate. I tell them to do this because, one, if they're graduating, maybe their favorite professor is moving on to a new career at another institution. If they try to email them at their previous email, the email may not go through or it may not be forwarded. But if they connect with that professor or they connect with an employer that they've worked for on LinkedIn, no matter where they go, they can always reconnect with that employer or faculty member. It's also a place where you can do research for companies. You can do research to find people who are in the workforce that you maybe just want to talk to and do an informational interview. You can begin networking and connecting with that person through LinkedIn. And LinkedIn actually has a special section called LinkedIn for Education just for students. This is an excellent way to brand yourself so that people will see you professionally and get a good impression about who you are before they call you in for an interview. The next tool that you use is Facebook, and it is probably the largest network that people use. But one thing to know is that there are job search pages on Facebook. There are also company pages and college pages. So we're activating for you to please use Facebook in a professional way. Monitor your Facebook page, clean it up. If you have to, have a personal Facebook page and then a more professional Facebook page, because recruiters will search for you on all social media networks to see who you are behind the scenes when other people aren't looking. So please, please, please monitor your Facebook page. The last tool that we're going to talk about is Twitter. And Twitter, you might say, well, I'm not really using Twitter. Well, Twitter is an excellent place to learn about influencers. Influencers are key people in industries that can give you excellent information about the trends, about the facts, about just basic information. You can connect with these influencers very, very easily. And then you can gather just valuable information that will help you in your job search, so that when you go in for an interview or when you even write your resume, you can tailor it to the latest information that is happening in your field of study. Now, how do you manage all of these different social media tools or networks? I use Hootsuite. There are different ones, but that's the one I use. When I'm looking to connect or engage or network with people, and I do it mainly on Saturdays or in the evenings, I am able to do all of my posts, my tweets, all those different things at one time very easily through my Hootsuite account. I know you might be thinking, well, I'm not used to doing any kind of network, or maybe it's just kind of unfamiliar to me. So what we've done is we've actually created for you a virtual center. And that virtual center is where you can learn a lot about all the different networks. You don't need to be on a lot of them. You can have one favorite network that is your most popular one. Then you can look at it, you can decide what is the best thing for you, and then you can choose to expand if you want to, or you can just stay with that one network. Well, I'm sure you have a lot more questions, and that's why we actually have a website available to you. It is career-social-media.com, and we've also created a PDF guidebook that it'll give you instructions on how to sign up for different networks. It'll give you examples of career and job search tools that are already on these networks, and it's just an excellent place to start if you're not familiar with the whole deal of the channels and which one do I use and how do I do the different things. So we're just trying to make it valuable for you so that you can have an easy time getting started. So thank you so much. This is Dr. Mary Askew from careersocialmedia.com. Have an awesome, wonderful day.